our quick hitters of the day. Arky, where are you starting with your quick hitter?
So Virginia's at Houston, a little college basketball action tonight, right? How cool is that? Virginia is, coming off a disappointing loss against Navy last week, a team they did not expect to lose to by any stretch, because Navy doesn't have David Robinson, for example. So that's a big deal for them. Now, Houston, on the other hand, Houston's played very nicely these first couple of weeks. Now, they are a 6.5-point favorite tonight with the total at 120.5. And I think we get a little enamored with how defensively minded the Virginia Cavaliers are. And they truly are good defensively. But this year, I don't think they are great defensively. And this year, I think they're a little better from a talent standpoint. It's still too early to figure out from a totality of it, as far as the numbers are concerned. I think they're also a better three-point shooting team. That's sort of what we're used to seeing with Virginia, and they're willing to open things up a little bit. Houston, on the other end, they will open up things a lot. I think Houston is a good team to take right here. Again, I told you last week how much I like Houston in general. I think Houston's a very, very, very good basketball team, and I think they're going to be in the top 15, top 10 for the majority of the season. Ooh. In fact, they are leading the American Conference in threes made per game right now, early on, at doing it over 10 threes a game. And I don't think Virginia is going to slow that down too much tonight. So I kind of like the 6.5 in favor of Houston, but more importantly, 120.5 is a nice low number that I think you can get a 75 to 65 type game and go over that number very easily. I'm going to take Houston over 120.5 tonight. Houston college basketball. Don't think I'm touching the Rockets. I'm touching the Cougars tonight. 120.5. I think they're very, very, very good this season. Very capable of putting up some very big numbers, including tonight.
Okay, I like it. I'm heading over to the NBA. Philly at Utah. Utah is the 8.5-point favorite with a total here at 218.5. Both teams coming into Tuesday night's game with back-to-back losses. Actually, both teams are 1-4 in their last 5, so that's not great. 76ers, who once led the East, are now sitting in 7th, and the Jazz are hanging at the 5th spot in the West. The Jazz are expected to play at full strength, while Philly will be, again, without Joel Embiid. Danny Green and Matisse Thybulle are day-to-day. Donovan Mitchell leads the Jazz in scoring. He's averaging 25.6 points per game, while Tyrese Maxey holds the title for Philly, scoring 17.6 points and also leads in assists at 4.6. It's also worth noting that Rudy Gobert helps the Jazz in a big way by picking up rebounds. He's averaging 15.3 per game. As for the trends in this one, Utah is 6-6 against the spread. The 76ers are 7-7. Totals for these teams aren't great either. Utah has only gone over the total in 4 of 12 games this season, while Philly has hit 5 out of 14 times this year. However, the 76ers have combined for more than this total of 218 in 4 of their last 5. Jazz have gone over this total in 2 of their last 5. This is a tough one, I feel like. I don't know. Vegas is leaning Jazz, but I don't see how Philly is going to lose 5 straight, so I'm going to take the 76ers at plus 8.5, Arky, and hope for a close game here.
Man, that East is, it's surprising, I think, to a lot of people. Not me, because I'm a fan of the East and I know how good it be, but you can see how deep that conference is right now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of teams that I think are good teams that are looking really bad right now. Boston's one of those. Atlanta's definitely one of those, even though Boston's starting to look a little bit better defensively lately, especially. So I don't hate that pick by any stretch of the imagination. I think I'm going to root for you. I'm not going to touch that game. It's a weird one to me.
It's a tough one.
I was looking at it earlier this morning thinking, No, I'm gonna stay away from that. But you're gonna take the onions and do it. I like it. I like it.
Hit us with your next quick hitter.
Oh, 2K, come on! It's the NBA game of the day. It's the Warriors taking on the Nets. Yeah, even though the Nets should be better than what they are right now, they're a 3-point favorite, welcoming in the really cool guys in the Golden State Warriors. The team that's on there. Can you forget about all the other Warriors and remember us tour? They are doing what is just astonishing for a lot of people, and I thought this would be a great season for them to start, and they've been phenomenal to start off. The Warriors are just nuts right now. Defensively, they're excellent. They're top 4 in the league in just about most of the major statistics. Offensively, they're very, very deadly. Brooklyn has been seemingly one guy this entire season, and that's Kevin Durant, and he leads the league in scoring. Well, guess who's second in scoring? Steph Curry. That's right. It's a matchup of number 1 and number 2 scoring guys in the league. And also, check this out. NBA said we're going to add a little sauce to this dish we got. We got the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Kevin Durant. The Western Conference Player of the Week, Steph Curry. They're now going to battle it up tonight in Brooklyn. The total is stupid at 220. I don't like it. It's dumb. Brooklyn -3 seems to make no sense in the world. I don't know. I don't know. There could be an injury somewhere that hasn't been reported yet. Don't like it at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little prop play tonight, and I'm going to go to someone who I trusted to keep in my fantasy league, in my keeper league, and is really disappointed for the majority of the season. I'm going James Harden, and I'm going James Harden total points under 21.5 is what you can get at FanDuel right now. He had a great game a couple nights ago against New Orleans, but the Pelicans are straight trash, homie. They are not a good basketball team by any stretch of the imagination. 5 out of the last 7 games, he's gone under 20 points as James Harden, and it hasn't been much better than the rest of them. So, under 21.5 is my prop play for James Harden total points tonight.
I like it. I am heading also back in the NBA. Spurs at Clippers. Clippers are the favorite here at 6.5, total 219.5. This matchup is a little easier to bet than my first quick hitter. The Spurs are coming into this one at 4-9. They are 2-5 on the road. The home team is 8-5 and 6-3 at Staples Center. Spurs have also suffered back-to-back losses to Dallas and the Lakers, respectively. The Clippers have lost their last game to the Bulls on Sunday. Clippers will continue to be without Kawhi, while Ibaka, Morris, and Keon Johnson are listed as day-to-day. But the good news for them is that Paul George is playing, and he leads LA in points, rebounds, and assists. That's hard to say 5 times fast. On the flip side, DeJounte Murray does the same for San Antonio. Both teams are 7-6 against the spread this season. With all of this said, I'm going to go Clippers with this one, -6.5. I think they are the better team, the stronger team, and in this case, the home team. So, also, if you're looking to bet the total, I think you are safe in taking the over, as both teams have had some high-scoring games recently, and they have exceeded the total here of 219.5 multiple times in their last several games. So, that's where I'm going with my quick hitter.
Not bad. Not bad.